to form a more perfect union. Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
What's going on, everyone? Thanks for coming by. So today we're trying something new, right? I found this video that I really enjoyed, and I think you guys are absolutely going to love it. It's from a very small known channel called Wise County Cop Watch. This guy's doing an awesome job, and he's going after corrupt officials, and he's doing it by separating the powers that be. First of all, everyone in here, thanks. We're only been up for a minute. We have 57 people watching. If everyone could take a second to smash that like button. Sir Heavy, what's going on, man? Also, besides smashing that like button, feel free to super chat during the show, or you can send us PayPal, and make sure you subscribe to our second channel, The AFA Crew. So let me show you the channel that we're watching today, guys. This is Wise County Cop Watch. And it's small channels like this that need to get their subscriber base up. This guy's doing great work. He only has 888 subscribers, and he did a great job tracking down this piece of shit sheriff. He follows up here from working with other officers and going through the complaint process. So he comes across this sheriff, and this sheriff tells him a couple things. He tells him, number one, that he has to tell him what he's doing. He has to give information for his complaint. And if he asks for his name, the citizen has to give him his name. Because if he doesn't give him his name, then he can arrest him. And this is Wise County Sheriff in Texas. So everyone smash that like button. Let's start taking a look at this video, and we'll walk you through it. It's a great job done by this guy.
Hello.
How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing just fine.
Good, good. I see that we're taking our license plates and all. What's up with that?
Oh yeah,
Why is that? What's needing that?
I'm just conducting business.
What kind of business?
So real quick, you see that this sheriff is pretty triggered immediately. Just so you folks know at home, some people might not like the fact that you're filming the police officer's license plate, but there is zero expectation of privacy in public unless it's clearly marked that it's unauthorized access or private for secure reasons. You can't just have privacy. Privacy just doesn't exist. You need to create privacy. So the fact that this sheriff is even approaching this man, asking him why he's filming license plate, telling him that he can't film license plates, total misconception. If you're doing an audit or you just feel like keeping, your public officials accountable, you can absolutely film their license plates. You'll see many and many of my videos, if not over 100, where we actually go to the parking lot and we film license plates. There's nothing wrong with that. The same privilege and law that allows us to record their license plates is actually the same law that allows them to run your license plates. You might think that a cop can't run your plate without probable cause. That's not true. For privacy, you must create privacy. There's no expectation of privacy in public. So the same law that allows them to run your plate for no reason is the same reason that we can go film these plates without giving him a goddamn answer. While you're here, smash that like button, super chat, and let's continue to watch.
Personal business. I'm going in there getting some paperwork probably.
And so what does that have to do with our license plate?
I'm just connecting business outside. This is a public parking lot, right?
It is, but is there something that you got to beef with law enforcement about? Anything at all?
Oh no, I'm just connecting business.
You hear that part, guys? He said, is there something that You have a beef with law enforcement? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get this right. For me to be able to film a public place, that means I have a beef with law enforcement?
This here.
Well, that doesn't make sense. It's your connected business. In what
This
way
is
are
part
you
of my
connected?
business right here.
What is your business?
It's just business.
What is your
Personal.
business?
Personal business.
This is public business. This is not personal business. This is public business.
Yeah. So
and,
which
and you're fine. I'm not trying to run you away. I'm just trying to understand. And I just don't understand exactly why you need to be identified all these folks, because these people are important to me, and they're important to the community, and I suspect you're reporting me too, and that's just fine. My name's Lane Naked. I'm the Wise County Sheriff. What's your name?
These people are important to me. 85 people. If everyone could please take a second to smash that like button, set the notification bell to always, I'd appreciate it. But how is that for a veiled threat? These people are very important to me. So their level of importance in the Blue Line Gang Costume Club trumps his rights to go and record in public? I mean, that sounds absolutely ridiculous. You can't do that. It doesn't work. And that's not life, Sheriff, okay? That's not how it works. No questions should even be asked. But now he's going to ask for this guy's name. Let's see what happens after that. Because you can't film in a public place because your rights don't matter, because these people from the Blue Line Costume Club are important to him.
do you got a badge number?
I don't. I've got a badge, but I don't have a badge number.
You don't?
Because our badges don't have a number. I'm the sheriff. Lane Naked, L-A-N-E.
Well, I mean, don't the rest of your sheriffs have badge numbers too?
No, we don't have badge numbers. We just got badges, and we've got ID numbers,
Okay.
but we don't have badge numbers. But is there anything I can do to help?
Oh
you
no,
out?
your officers already came in contact and helped me get paperwork and stuff.
Mhm. What kind of paperwork you looking
I'm
for?
trying to get just the open public report,
And
public records report.
and what are you looking for on public records?
I've already talked to the deputies.
And what were you looking for?
So my question is this, and maybe people in the chat can clarify something with me, because I've been doing First Amendment and activism for approximately 3 years, and there's nothing that I've come across that's told me I have to divulge and be interrogated to relinquish what I'm looking for. He said what he's looking for. I'm looking for a public records request. Why does the question even surpass that? It's not a question that should be further asked. This is a problem. And it's a problem because clearly this guy's used to this type of behavior, which needs to stop. First, you can't film in a public place. Then you can film in a public place, but he doesn't like you filming in a public place because his armed costume cousin thugs, it might just hurt their feelings. So your rights are suspended because his feelings matter most. And now divulge everything that needs to happen that you want from your life, because your Fourth Amendment right's been vacated because you're no longer securing your persons, your papers, and your effects. And your Fifth Amendment right is now violated because you have to answer this guy's questions. Are you kidding me? Everyone smash that like button, please. Let's continue.
I've already talked to the
You
deputies.
don't want to tell me what you're looking for?
I've already talked to the deputies.
What did you tell them?
You could tell the deputies what I told them.
Which deputy you talked to?
There was a female and I don't know your deputies by name, but female and a male
Okay, and what's your name?
deputies.
What? No, what's your name?
No, but the deputies already know, so we're all good.
Why wouldn't you tell me that? You know, there's a thing in law that if you fail to tell me what your name is, then I can actually put you in jail. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to allow you to do whatever you think you need.
Wait a minute. So let's get this quote correct. There's actually a thing in law that says if you don't tell me your name, I can take you to jail. Are you kidding me? You know what makes him allowed to take your name and your information? There's two things, RAS and PC, reasonable articulable suspicion and probable cause. He has to have probable cause and can articulate that either a misdemeanor or a felony has taken place, is currently in the commission of taken place, or is immediately about to take place. So apparently that doesn't matter anymore. If this sheriff walks up to you and says, "What's your name?" I don't really want to give it to you. Well, I could take you to jail. I'm not going to, but I could. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Get it together, dude.
Need to do. But I want you to know it's of utmost importance to us here at the Wise County Sheriff's Office that everybody's safe. Everybody. And if you've got a beef with us and you think we're doing something wrong, I'm the guy to talk to. I'll sure take your complaint and I'll look into anything.
Oh
that
yeah,
you think
I noticed.
naked, lay naked.
Yeah, I noticed about all the public headlines on your name, every single one.
Well, that's just the cost of business.
So you're like the main one.
I'm the sheriff.
You're the sheriff?
I am the
Oh, I
sheriff.
thought you'd be like the lieutenant or something.
No, I'm the sheriff.
You got a lieutenant in there?
I do. I've got 3 lieutenants.
And supervisors too?
Yes, got supervisors, sergeants too.
Yeah, sergeants. Are there any sergeants on duty?
Oh yeah, there's a couple sergeants on duty. We're covering 923 square miles.
Oh, the sheriffs? Yeah.
And so there's a lot here in Wise County. Do you live in Wise County?
I don't want to answer questions.
Now, good on this guy. Wise County Cop Watch is filming, and this sheriff says, oh, we cover 925 square feet. That's a serious problem, folks. You cover 925 square miles, excuse me, not miles, not feet, and you're having trouble just controlling the perimeter of your parking lot of your building. That's crazy. But this is what cops normally do. Now he's being nice. He understands that this guy has a basic understanding of rights, and there's normally 2 ways cops proceed. They come up to you and they have no idea what the law is. So they just start quoting bullshit because they just don't know better. Or they know what your rights are and they're hoping you don't know. So when you don't know, he can continue to violate your rights. Excuse me. But if you do know, then here's what they do. They backpedal and start being nice, but the fishing isn't over. This sheriff says to Wise County Cop Watch, oh, how's everything going? You from around here? He's not being nice because now he's doing the right thing for the Blue Line Thunder Club. He's trying to fish for information. When you fill out a complaint form, you can fill it out anonymously. You don't have to provide your name. You don't have to provide ID. You don't even need to provide an email address. You can file the complaint form totally and completely anonymously, and then you can return, usually 3 to 5 business days, which allows them to process a normal complaint, and you can return and ask for an update on that. This is what they do. They'll say, oh, can we get a phone number to get back to you? Keep in mind, people, they're not doing that because they really just want to know how they can contact you to update you on your complaint. They're doing that to fish for information so they can ascertain your identity and they can figure out who you are. No crime has taken place. This guy's doing a great job so far.
I don't want to answer questions.
Well, I'm answering your questions. Why wouldn't you answer mine?
Well, I mean,
why would you not? That doesn't make sense to me. And I'm not going to make it.
yeah, but why would that be beneficial for you?
Why is it beneficial for you? So it's the same question. Why is it beneficial for you to know who I am, that you have all these license plate numbers? Why is that beneficial?
I mean, I was going to get a report, and I was trying to see which car it was.
That did what?
Guys, this sheriff asks a great question. Why is it beneficial for you to get these license plates? Here's the reason, and it's very, very simple. It is his constitutionally protected right, his inalienable right to film whatever he wants in public, whether it's for private independent journalism, whether he's working on a greater story, or whether he has no answer for this cop. Why it's beneficial is because if we don't use our rights, we lose our rights. Rights are like a muscle. You exercise them every single day, and as you keep exercising them, they keep getting more defined, they keep getting larger and stronger, and then other people start to work with you, and you're able to make a strong, cohesive muscle. If you don't exercise it, well, your constitutional muscles start to look like my stomach, which is out of weight and unpracticed. This is not how things work. So the benefit is we the fucking people every single time. Stop fishing.
Because I was trying to get a report because I asked the deputy, because one of y'all's deputies did a traffic stop, but I was wondering because the trooper came in and did the rest, so I was wondering if I could get a report here or the trooper station.
Well, what was What kind of report did the trooper make? Were you put in jail of this? Was it you
I
or
mean-
somebody else? Was it you or somebody else?
I don't
just
ask
trying to help
questions.
you. I'm trying to help you with your information. You asked me whether to go DPS or go to us. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
If you give me this,
But I'll just file a report here and over there, too.
Okay. So were you arrested or something by the highway patrol? Is that what it was?
No, I was not arrested.
Who was arrested?
I was not arrested.
Who was arrested?
I was not arrested. But I've already like.
Keep in mind, folks, this cop is not being thorough. This guy is still trying to figure out who this person is. He's saying, were you arrested? So that way he can go through the arrest logs. He can match up the booking photo with the person that he just saw in front of him. He can figure out who this person is, and he can use that information to perpetuate a retaliation. I mean, don't speak to the police ever, but especially if you don't know what you're doing. And here's the other thing. If you're being questioned by police and interrogated, say nothing and get a lawyer. There is no information. Speaking to the police never helps you. It never works. When's the last time you saw a quarterback right before the snap say, ready, set, and then lean over and tell the linebacker and the opposing team the play he's about to run? You never see that because it wouldn't work. You're going to get sacked just like that quarterback would.
What are you trying to help me? What are you trying to help me?
I am trying to help
No,
you
but what are
because
you trying to help me get?
I'm trying to help you get the information that you're looking for. That's what I'm trying
Which
to
is
do.
what?
Which is, apparently you want to know who has the information regarding this stop, this arrest, whatever. So I'm trying to tell you whether or not.
Yeah, but I've already found a solution to all that.
Okay. Then,
Paperwork here and paperwork over
what
there.
does that have to do with you doing
I've
all
already
these things?
explained this. I'm trying to see which one, the car, which car, did the stop.
Was involved in the stop.
Yes.
I guess it was a traffic stop. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. And how long ago was it?
I mean, I don't know how that's relevant.
It helps.
I mean, like I said,
it helps me answer your question as to who it might have been. How long ago was it?
I'll just see which vehicle it is.
Well, I tell you what, I've got another meeting, but I got to say, I don't really appreciate you coming by and taking all these license plate numbers. If you've got a question.
He's got a meeting, folks. Let me translate in Copanese, okay? In Pig Latin, in Copanese, let me be the Rosetta Stone for this police officer. He just says, I got a meeting. What that really means is this citizen is educated, knows his rights. He's not giving me a damn thing, and I can't construct probable cause to detain or arrest him. Damn, another free citizen that enjoys their inalienable rights is still free that I can't beat or imprison or kidnap. Ah, shucks. And he just can't let it go. And this is the problem with cops. They're ego-driven. They're so ego-driven that even when this guy's like, I'm not getting anywhere, he's about to walk away and he's still asking this activist, I don't like you filming these cars. I'll tell you one thing. When the Redcoats took their last walk out of Boston, when 3% of the nation walked up to the governor, that was the governor for Boston, he said to them, hey, listen, guys, I don't like you wanting to secede. I don't like you wanting to create independence. No, tyrants never like perpetuated freedom. They hate it. Why would they like it? Because it lessens their power. Because over time, citizens evolve and cops devolve. That's a problem. Evolution is over a period of time how people grow, adjust, and adapt to their environment. And as we evolve, the police devolve. And that devolution is what's creating the gap. Okay? Idiots like this guy. And the biggest, it shouldn't be a surprise that he's a moron. I mean, we see these videos every day and we're no longer surprised by this shit. What we should be surprised of is that he is the ultimate authority. He's the one that's going to be investigating all the complaints that this citizen wants to start looking into. I mean, he's already explained to you that he's only concerned about the feelings of his officers, not the rights of the people. And that is the definition of tyranny. Everyone here, please smash that like button. If you'd like to show your support and keep us going, you can feel free to super chat, or you can go to paypal.me/accountability4all. I really appreciate it. But most importantly, please go to Wise County Cop Watch.
You can come in and ask me anytime.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I appreciated the help. I
I'm
appreciate the help.
serious. I'm really serious about that, because I am a public servant, and I'm here to help the folks who are in need. And if you've got a complaint, I'll listen to you. I truly will. Even though you know my name and I don't know yours, but that's okay. And I'm not going to force you to ID.
Because you were over here saying that how supposedly if I don't identify,
You
I'm gonna get arrested. Yeah, but
no,
I mean,
I said,
you know what I mean?
I said you could
If I would have committed a crime, you're right.
No.
If I would have committed a crime.
If there's police action, if I've got reason to ask you who you are.
Okay, let's address that real quick. Every state has their own statute. Referring to Texas, this is totally inaccurate. Okay, let me explain something to you people. Sorry about that. So you can't just ask someone for their ID. And this is what this comp is saying. He's saying whenever there's a police action, that's not true. Some states have stop and ID statutes where it demands that they can ascertain your ID. However, even in states with stop and identify statutes, it's very clear what their abilities are still to ascertain your identification. They can never just pull you over and say, hey, listen, give me your ID. Okay, here is why, and you can go to Delete Law's channel to catch up on this. It's Terry v. Ohio. You overturn this, and then all of the other dominoes of tyranny start to fall down. And we can kind of clear the way and stop problems like this guy on the top of your screen right here. What a complete and total jackass. Even in states with the stop and ID statute, they can only get your identification if you're disobeying. If you're committing a felony, a misdemeanor, or you have a moving violation, or if you're involved in the violation of some sort of city ordinance. There's no city ordinance violation. Like, we're in the land of just free filming. And what he's saying is, oh, we can identify you if there's a police action, and the police action is me speaking to you. Are you out of your mind? No, you can't. Articulate the reason you want that ID. I mean, it's not surprising, but Jesus Christ, the amount of people that hold power that are morons like this guy, it's unbelievable.
In some situations, you'd have to tell me.
Yeah, in some, but not in this situation.
It could be in this situation.
No, because I'm going all through public. I'm literally doing nothing but public.
Mm-hmm. Well,
What crime do you commit me as?
I'm not saying I'm failure to identify. Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, if you're already
let's go in the office and I'll show you in the lobby. You want to go there?
I'm pretty sure I know enough to know that as long as I'm not committed a
Look at the dangerous smile on this guy's face. What a complete, total, and utter tool. He's threatening this guy with arrest, and he's like, come on in the lobby. Well, what if you see a random van pull up and he's like, hey, I got some ice cream for you. Oh, whoa, don't mind the duct tape. Let me put the duct tape away. Let me put the bindings away. That's not a scream from another person. That's the radio. Anyways, with all that being said, why don't you jump in my van? I got some ice cream and a Huffy. You're going to love it. Are you kidding me? They literally just threatened him, and now they're trying to get him in the building in hopes that some other officer can identify this person, maybe create or construct probable cause. But for the main reason is this cop is totally uncomfortable because the only camera here right now is this guy's. Cops lie. Cameras do not. Okay, that is a proven fact when we start looking at body camera and we dissect it and we find out that the body camera footage is totally contrasting to what's in their police report and their sworn affidavit. That's the biggest weapon against a cop is a camera. So even though he's armed with several different weapons, both lethal and non-lethal, now he just wants to get the guy in front of his cameras, try and level the playing field. We'll see if another citizen exhibits their rights in Wise County.
the crime, I don't have to
Yeah,
identify.
no, I just really want to understand why you think it's necessary to take all these rights.
I've already explained.
Well, not really, not all
Like-
of them, because was it a marked unit that was there too, or not unmarked?
It was multiple,
Well, so how many?
but a trooper took over and did the rest.
Guys, I'm going to let it play, but I really just want to interrupt for one more point because I don't think Wise County Cop Watch picked up on what was happening here. This sheriff isn't as stupid as you think he is. There's one reason that he's asking Wise County Cop Watch. When you were going through this issue that you're now seeking to complain about, was it an unmarked car? Was it a marked car? They only have like 9 full-time deputies. Most of their patrol vehicles are marked. So if this guy says it was an unmarked vehicle, then he only has 2 or 3 patrol cars that it could be. Then he just looks and sees what officer was driving that vehicle, and then he can find out the information for the activist from the stop. There's never good reasons for why the police want to speak to you. And I don't think he picked up on that, but it certainly made me think immediately, and you guys are probably out there thinking the same thing. This guy is trying to be nice and pretending he's stupid, and he's reeling this guy in. This cop just can't walk away.
How
So
long ago was this?
it was one of your vehicles.
Okay. Well, so you know my name. You come by anytime. We'll talk, and I can certainly listen. If you've got a beef with law enforcement,
No, I don't got no beef.
I've been in law enforcement since '74, so I have quite a lot of experience and understanding and appreciation of law enforcement. But just as equally, I have appreciation of our citizens and their needs for safety. So just so you know that.
How do you pronounce your name again?
Aiken. Yeah.
Okay.
Lane Aiken.
Okay.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
Thanks so much, Chuck Bronson. Welcome, new members. Hey, Roscon. So, I mean, what a great job. Again, guys, that's Wise County Cop Watch. Make sure you go show some love. I don't even know if he's still in business because he has no new videos up. In fact, his last video was 9 months ago. But this is the stuff that we need to do. And you might say to yourself, well, I don't really understand my rights all the time. I don't really know all my rights, but I like watching First Amendment videos because I didn't know you can film in public and I didn't know that you could tell cops to screw. The First Amendment is the building block. It's the very foundation of the Constitution for our United States of America, right? So we need to start understanding that. Fangirl, what's going on? Hey, fangirl. So we need to understand what these rights are, but there's so many facets that go into this. It's such an interwoven web, and what a wicked web we weave when we deal with the government. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's asinine. And the Constitution specifically says that no law shall abridge the Constitution, for it shall be considered unconstitutional. Thank you, YouTube turns. That means you can't. If it says you're allowed to film in public, that's your public right. You can't then create a law that says it's illegal to film because it abridges the Constitution. And that's what these guys are trying to do. They're trying to abridge the Constitution. And they do that. They circumvent the Constitution by enacting a series of laws. For example, Terry v. Ohio, Pennsylvania v. Mims, just to name a few. Start looking into stuff like this and understanding not just what your rights are, but how the government is actively trying to combat your rights, how they're trying to destructure the foundation of our country. I mean, this is going to be a continuous problem unless we, the people, stand up and say, okay, you know what? Excuse me, I've had enough. And you know what else? I'm going to get educated, because unless we get educated and we start understanding what our rights are, I mean, that's the thing, right? It doesn't really matter. Think of it as an army. If you have an army of 1,000 people and your closest combatant, your closest enemy only has an army of 500 people, you have them by 2-to-1 odds. So you become complacent with that. It doesn't really just matter that there's a fight and there's numbers. What really matters is you understand where they're coming from. You understand their playing field. You understand their tactics. and how they try and come after you, like them trying to take away your right to redress your grievances, your right to film public officials, places like Arizona now making it illegal, places like Missouri with the Missouri Police Bill of Rights. What makes it illegal for you to film a police officer because it's considered doxing. Thank you so much, Banana. This is never going to be okay. But there's a solution. We gave them all this power. And you might be thinking to yourself, no, we didn't. These guys are just tyrants and they do whatever they want. Okay? That's not the case. We became complacent. Like, I love this country. I have the goddamn flag tattooed to my arm. But we have a very serious issue. It's been said that those who would sacrifice essential liberties for temporary security deserve neither liberty nor security. And what that means is when you start giving up your inalienable rights that are God-given through the birth of this nation, or if you immigrate to this nation, you have these rights. But you know what? The most important person, the most dangerous person, is one that has nothing to lose. And we're not at that, but now things have kind of changed. That doesn't make us dangerous anymore. That makes us compliant because we're not in the spot where we have nothing to lose. We're only looking at it as we have everything to lose. I can't lose my low APR financing. I've got a great credit card deal. I have a brand new Toyota Yaris that gets me 57 3/4 of a mile to the gallon, and it runs on cloud farts. And my kid has soccer practice, and I love my kid. We've become so comfortable, we're not willing to pursue what our rights are with the same vigor that we did when we had no choice and nothing to lose. Because now we only look at it as we have everything to lose. And we do, people. We have every single thing to lose. They're your rights. If you don't use them, you lose them. Like I said, it's a muscle, and we're not working out, folks. We're giving these rights away piece by piece. So, and now what we're doing by giving up so much ground is we're converting our own rights into privileges. And privilege is something that can be taken away. Right is something that cannot be taken away. These police see us as their enemy. And that's not me just making shit up. I found this video 5 minutes before I started this live stream. The first time I watched like 5 minutes of it. And then I put it on so we can all watch it together. And Delete Laws is absolutely right. They fear us. And that's clear to see in this video. I mean, the cop immediately says, well, I care about their feelings, and I don't know if I want to give you guys any room to move, and this is really dangerous, and you have to give me your information. This guy's filming, and the cop's first response to him, the sheriff, the highest person in administration, says, oh, you're filming. You must have a beef with law enforcement. No, bitch. I love freedom. We, the people, fought and died for this. Take off your 10-gallon hat. It's clearly constricting the amount of oxygen that's getting to your brain. And let's get back to the basics that started this country. But we never will, we never can, because we never try. Guys, everyone please smash that like button. Again, thank you to all the super chats, YouTube turns, Chuck Bronson, D. Johns, and Banana Ranner. I missed one. Let me go. Fangirl. Link is pinned in the chat. We're going to close up with maybe about 5 minutes if people want to come up and chat just for a second. Everyone also please subscribe. We have some great auditors in the chat. Everyone go subscribe to Chuck Bronson, Big Man Audits, Heather Holt. And if you want subscribers for your channel for public safety, please put a 1 in the chat and we will shout you out, because it may look like a big difference gap. This guy's got 800 subscribers. I've got 74,000 subscribers. Well, I had a channel yesterday that has, one channel with 500K, another channel with 50K, another channel with 30K. He shouted me out and sent me a ton of subscribers. Size does not matter as a bragging point. Size matters because the larger access you have to people, the faster you can spread your messages. And you can get pieces of shit like that sheriff off the street. Sheriff Aiken from Wise County in Texas. Subscribe to Banana Ranner. Banana Ranner, Nick the Ice Pick Rigatoni, Show Me State News Now, Sweet Tea Audits, Heather Holt, and most definitely subscribe to America's sweetheart, the man, the myth, the Canadian legend himself. If he's not drinking a natural ice right now, he's smashing that like button. Replay that later. It is Jason Gaudette. What's up, bro?
Bigger what doesn't count?
The what?
I was scared.
I don't even remember what I said.
I know. I could tell you're rambling off.
How are you in Canada? Are you still free?
Just becoming free. Just becoming free.
I mean, has situations improved up there?
Yep. They're not asking for that fucking passport to go to the gym. Not that I did any of this, but to go to the gym, to go to the restaurant, to go to the bar before, you had to show some sort of passport that you were vaccinated. Oh, they stopped that. What's going to happen from here on out? We'll just happen to see.
And Trudeau was really kind of doubling down, trying to turn it into a police state. And I think he bit off more than he can chew. I don't think he thought he was going to get that big of a pushback.
I didn't think so neither.
Did you think for a second he was going to get away with it?
Absolutely not. And unfortunately, the normal people that I deal with in life, like the people I work with, and they're elderly and they're at the business. They've done the same thing all their life, and they're like, Trudeau's right. Follow him. And like, I got into a few arguments with them. I just stopped because that's my lifeline. But
well, you can't.
But the funny part, the one like the office manager of where I work, he's getting it now. He's slowly backing up because I already was telling him, like, everything you're watching on the media, like, listen, I sat down all weekend last weekend. I watched the people that were out there. What were you watching? I was watching Fox. I was watching CNN. Did you not see the 7,000 people that were sharing their live feed of what happened? you seen that old lady get stomped by a horse or some shit? You saw it in their eyes. Did you see it in 7,000 other people's eyes?
And you're not very subtle when you speak to someone. So what I've noticed is, like, you have to kind of translate stupidity when people are talking to you. And sometimes when you hear someone say something stupid, you'll kind of just, look off for a second and say, okay. But you can't do that. As soon as you hear someone say something totally ridiculous, you just give them this face. You're like, what? And you just, this face right there, and you just laugh at them like they're the biggest piece of shit since the last one you flushed down the toilet. And it's absolutely hysterical. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall for that.
It is what it is. It's life, I guess.
Are you feeling okay though? You look happy today.
Oh fuck yeah, man! I'm cooking. I got the fucking brisket in the oven.
You're making a brisket right now?
Fuck yeah. Got potatoes in there, carrots, celery.
Meat in the potatoes, milk in the bread.
Damn right. It's what, 6:13? I got 2 more hours.
Yeah, it's 5:13 here. That's right. You're an hour after me. I'm before you. All right, well, everyone, I'm shutting this down. Thanks for watching. Go to Wise County Cop Watch. Make sure you leave in the comment section a note that says you love Jason Gaudette because he is America and Canada's prince. Do it now. He's basically like the Michael Bublé of Canada. He's just beloved by the people. Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it, Jason. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Smash that like button on the way out. We'll see you next time. That is the reason I stopped you today. And remember, they're your rights. Use them or lose them. And when you start dealing with the cop, take 2 choices. Answer no questions, get out of there, or pull out your camera, say, am I detained, and then run him through the mill, just like this citizen did, because cops won't think about anything but their ego. The blinders go up, and they'll allow themselves to look stupid without even noticing that you just made them do it. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks so much.